Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 and then click on view all lesson. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter list system of linear equations. And the lessons we're going to cover today are solve a system of equations using elimination word problem. Solve a system of equations using augmented matrices word problem. Solve a system of equations using augmented matrices and solve a system of equations using any method. Let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, here I'm on the chapter system of linear equations. The lesson we're going to start with is solve system of equations using elimination method word problems. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Basically, you have to write down the equations and then you have to solve. So let's just start with the practice questions. You can see the questions, they are already solved, so you can solve them on your own, right? Okay, write a system of equations to describe the situation below. Solve using elimination and fill in the blank. So you have to solve the equations using elimination method. So let's just start with the lesson. Boonville Photography Studio is taking graduation portraits for students at local schools. Eighth graders from Boonville Elementary School ordered 51 basic packages and 83 deluxe portrait packages for a total of $11,634. The senior at Allenville High ordered 51 basic portraits and 93 deluxe portrait packages for a total of 12,624. How much does each type of package cost? So let's just start with the lesson. First, we have to write down the equations, right? So 51 basic portrait and 83 deluxe portrait. So that would be 51x plus 83y 11,634, I think. Yes, that is 11,634. And the second equation is and 51 basic and 93 deluxe 12,624. 51x plus 93y, that equals 12,624. Okay, so you have to solve using elimination method, right? So we have done elimination method in the last session. How do we eliminate? Basically, you have to look for the variable that have the same exponent, or you can make their exponent same, right? If they are not same, you can make them same. So 51 is already, x has already variable 51, so just add both the equations, right? No add, just subtract both the equations. So when you subtract 51x cancel out, 83 minus 93 is negative 10y, and hold on, let me subtract 11,634 minus 12,624, that is 990, negative 990, right? So then y equals 990 divided by 10, that equals 99, right? So the y equals 99. You have to calculate the value of x now. Now you can put y equals 99 in any equation and calculate the value of y. So let's just put 99 in this equation, right? That would be 51x plus 93 times 99, and that equals 12,624, right? So 93 times 99 is 9,207, that equals 12,624. So just subtract 9,207 on the other side, which would be minus 9,207, right? 12,624 minus 9,207, that is 3,417. Now divide both sides by 51. So that would be 67, right? That means x is 67 and y is 99. So the solution of the system of equation is 67 and 99. Got it? The correct option is 67 and 99. The correct option is option number 1. That means a basic package costs $67 and a deluxe package cost $99. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. The next one is write a system of equations to describe the situation below, solve using elimination and fill in the blanks. Wesley and Luke went to an arcade where the machines took tokens. Wesley played 2 games of skee ball and 10 games of paintball using a total of 34 tokens. At the same time, Luke played 7 games of skee ball and 5 games of pinball using up 29 tokens. How many tokens does each game require, right? So you have to write down the equation, then you have to solve them. So the first equation is you have 2 skee ball games. So x represents the skee ball games and y represents the pinball. So there is 2x plus 10y equals 34. Equation number 1 is 2x plus 10y equals 34. The second equation is 7x plus 5y equals 29. Okay, just look at the equations. You have to solve these equations using elimination method, right? So you can eliminate the variable y when you multiply this equation by 2, because you need to make their coefficient same. Here you have 10, here you have 5. 5 times 2 makes 10, so you can multiply this equation by 2. So it would be then 2 times 7 is 14x plus 2 times 5 10y, 2 times 29, 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 2 is 4 and 1 5, 58 it is, right? Now you can just subtract both the equations. Subtract this equation number 1 from this one, right? That is 2x plus 10y equals 34. So just subtract 14 minus 2 is 12x and 58 minus 34 is 24, right? Divide both sides by 12, so it is x equals to, right? Now you can put x equals to in any equation and calculate the value of y. Let's just put it in equation 1. 2 times 2 plus 10y equals 34. 4 plus 10y equals 34. That would be 10y equals 34 minus 4. 10y equals 30, so y equals 3. So the solution of system of equation is 2 and 3, right? The correct option is 2, 3. That means every game of skee ball requires 2 tokens and every game of paintball requires 3 tokens. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next one is we have done with elimination substitution method. We're going to start with augmented matrices, right? Solve a system of equations using augmented matrices word problem. So let's just start with the test questions. Okay, write a system of equations to describe the situation below. Solve using an augmented matrix and fill in the blanks. Okay, a Boy Scout troop is selling Christmas tree at a local tree lot. In morning, they sold one noble fire tree, earning a total of $80. In the afternoon, they sold three Douglas fire tree and 12 noble fire trees, earning a total of $1,062. How much does each type of tree cost? So let me just write down the equation. Okay, that is one noble fire tree earning a total of $80. That means 1x equal 80. Okay, that is y equals 80, right? Then the second equation is in the afternoon they sold three Douglas fire tree and 12 Noble fire tea, earning a total of $1,062. Okay, then you have 3x plus 12y equals. Okay, so let's just make an augmented matrix, right? Okay, here in this equation you are not given with x. That means x's value is 0x. Just make a matrix, it would be x is 0, y is 1, and you have 80, right? This one is x is 3, y is 12, and 1062, right? Okay, so you have to solve this equation. You have to solve this matrix to 1 0 0 1, right? You need to make these two lines equal to 1 0 and 0 1. Got it? You have to apply different mathematical operations on these two rows and make them equal 1 0 0 1. Got it? So you can see there you have 0 and 1, right? You have 0 1 below, so just swap these two rows, right? Swap r1. Okay, hold on. I'm going to just swap these two rows, right? 3 12 1062 0 1 80, right? What I did, I simply swapped row 1 and row 2. Okay, or interchange r1 or r2, r1 and r2, just interchange both the rows, right? Okay, now you need to make one here, so divide the one here, so divide this row by 3. So that would be 3 by 3 is 1, 12 by 3 is 4. Okay, 1062 by 4 is 265.5. That is 265.5. 1062 divided by 3, that is 354. Sorry, not. That is 360 54. Okay, 0 1 80. What I did, I simply divided r1 by 4. 1 by 4 r1. Sorry, 1 by 3 r1. I divided r1 by 3, right? Okay, now you have 1 here. You need to just make 0 here, right? You need to make 0 here. So what you have to do, you have to multiply r2 by 4 and subtract from r1. You need to do r1 minus 4 r2, right? Then you already have 0 here, 1 minus 0, because 0 times 0 is 0. 4 minus 4 times 1 is 4. and 350 minus 320, because 80 times 4 is 320, right? So here you have 0, 1 and 80. Now just solve. So you have 1 0 1, 1 minus 0 1, 4 minus 0 4, 0 1. So 350 minus 380 is 30 and 80, right? So you can see this matrix is in the form 1001, right? So that means now you have the solution 30 and 80. So that is 30 and 80 is the solution of the system. That's how you make augmented matrices, and you can solve these matrices like this, right? So the solution is 30 and 80. 34 and 80. Oh, that is 54, right? So that would be 34. So the solution is 34 and 80, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, let's just do another example. Write a system of equations to describe the situation below, right? Nanette and Pablo decided to shoot arrows at a simple target with a large outer ring and a smaller bull's eye. Nanette went first and landed one arrow in the outer ring for a total of 13 points. Pablo went second and got 5 arrows in the outer ring and one arrow in the bull's eye, earning at a total of 134 points. How many points is each region of the target worth? So let's just make the equations, right? X is the point awarded for an arrow at the outer ring, and Y is the points awarded for an arrow in the bull's eye, right? So the equation is, the first equation is X equal 13 and the second equation is 5x plus y equals 134, right? Okay, so just rewrite this equation. You don't have 0 here by here, right? That means y is 0. The equation is like this: x plus 0 y equals 13, 5x plus 1 y equals 134. Now let's just make the augmented matrix and solve. Augmented matrix is, you have 1 0 5 1, and here you have 13 and 34, right? So you need to make these two rows equal 1 0 and 0 1, right? You have to apply different mathematical operations and you can solve them, right? So you already have 1 0 in this row, so you have nothing to do with row 1, right? We just have to solve row 2. Here you need to make 0. How do you make 0 here? If you multiply r1 by 5, basically you do r2 minus 5 r1, right? So 1 0 13, row 1 is exactly same. 5 minus 5 times 1 is 5, 1 minus 0, and 34 minus 13 times 5 is, hold on, 13 times 5 is 65, so that would be 34 minus 65, right? So it is 1 0 13, 5 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1, and 34 minus 65 is 9 and 29. It is negative 29, right? You can see now here you have 1001. That means the solution of the system is 13 and negative 29. Got it? The correct option is 13 and negative 29. 13 and 69. Oh, that is 134, not only 34, right? Okay, hold on. 134 minus 65 is 69. Here you have 69, right? That means the system solution of the system of equation is 13 and 69. Got it? Okay, let's just do another one. Let's just move on to next lesson. We are done with this lesson. Now let's just move on to next lesson. Okay. The next lesson is solve a system of equations using augmented matrices. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Earlier we were doing word problems for the same lesson, right? Okay, the first one is y equals 7 and x minus 3y equals negative 17. So they you have to solve using augmented matrices, the same method we just did, right? You have 0x, right? Just write down that it would be 0, 1, 1, negative 3. Here you have 7, here you have negative 17, right? So you need to make them like this 1, 0, 0, 1, right? Just these two rows. Now you have to apply different operations. Here you have 0, 1. Just swap these two rows, right? It would be or interchange these two rows 1 minus 13 minus 17, 0, 1, and 7. But we did interchange R1 and R2. Excuse me. Okay, now you need to make 0 here, right? How do you make 0? Multiply R2 by 3 and add it to R1. So you have to do R1 plus 3R2. You are applying this operation on R1, right? The first one is R1. So you have, here you have 0, right? So 1 minus 0, negative 3, and 3 times 1 is 3, negative 3 plus 3, negative 17, and plus 3 times 7 is 21. The second row must be same, right? Because you're applying the operation on R1. So it will be 1 minus 0 is 1, 3 minus 3 is 0, and 21 minus 17 is 4. You have 0, 1, and 7. Okay, see, these two rows are 1, 0, 0, 1. That means the solution of the system of equation is 4 and 7. Got it? Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, solve using augmented matrices. Okay, so x equals negative 8 and 6x minus 5y equals negative 8. Negative 8. Okay, here you're not given with y. That means y is 0, right? Just rewrite this equation. Hold on. Okay, x plus 0 y equals negative 8, right? So just write the equation 1, 0, negative 8, 6, negative 5, negative 8, right? So you need to make these first two row column equal 1, 0, and 0, 1. Now, right? Just perform the first row is same 1, 0. Just here you need to make 0 and here you need to make 1. First of all, you need to make 0 here. Just multiply R1 by 6 and subtract from R2, right? R2 minus R6 R1. Okay, R1 is same 1, 0, negative 8. You have 6 minus 6 times 1 is 6. Negative 5 minus 0, right? Hold on. Let me just Write it again. 1, 0, negative 8. Okay, 6 minus 6, negative 5 minus 0. Okay, negative 8 minus 6 times 8 is 48, right? So minus 48, right? Okay, now you have 1, 0, negative 8. 6 minus 6 is 0. Here you have negative 5. And negative 8 plus 48 is 40, right? You need to make one here. Just divide this row by negative 5, right? 1, 0, negative 8. 0, negative 5 over negative 5 is 1. 80 over negative 5 is 8. Basically, you'd have, the operation we did is negative 1 over 5 R2. So the system of solution is negative 8 and negative 8. Got it? The solution of system of equation is negative 8 and negative 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, now you can solve the lesson, rest of the questions from the augmented matrices by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is solve a system of equations using any method. Like it's your choice, whatever method you want to use, or whatever method is suitable according to the question, right? Just look at this question. They have x variable, the coefficient of the x variable exactly same, right? That means you can apply elimination method here, right? Just add both the equations, right? 5x minus 2y equals negative 1. Okay, 5x minus 2y equals negative 1, and negative 5x plus 4y equals negative 13, right? 5 minus 5 is 0. 4 minus 2 is 2y, minus 13 minus 1 equals negative 14, right? Divide both sides by 2, so that would be y equals negative 7. Got it? Now you have the value of y. You can put y in any equation and calculate the value of x. So that would be 5x. No, hold on. 5x minus 2y is negative 7 equals negative 1. So that is 5x minus plus 14 equals negative 1. Move 14 other side. 5 equals negative 1, negative 14. 5x equals negative 15. So x equals negative 3. That means the correct option is negative 3 and negative 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, again, next one is again 3x plus 3y equals negative 8 and 3x minus 3y equals. So basically, the any method of your choice means you can just use your brain, and you need to see which method is easy to use for this question, right? Like this one, you have again the x variable have exactly same coefficient. That means if you apply elimination method here, that would be very easy, right? So just subtract both the equations, right? Okay, 3 minus 3 cancel, right? 3y plus 3y is 6y. 18 minus 18 minus 12 is 30, right? That means minus 30. That means y equals negative 5, right? Now you can put value of y in any of the equation and calculate the x. So that is 3x minus 3y is minus 5 equals 12. So that would be 3x plus 15 equals 12. 3x equals 12 minus 15. 3x equals negative 3, x equal negative 1. So the solution of system of equations is negative 1 and negative 5. So the correct option is negative 1 and negative 5, right? Okay, 5x plus 9y equal 1 and x equal 2. Now you can see if you apply substitution method, because you have already have one of the variable already isolated, right? X equals 2. Just put this value, just substitute this value in the other equation and you can have the value of y, right? So for this types of equation, you can use the substitution method, right? Okay, let's just see. Just substitute x equal to in the first equation. So it would be 5 times 2 plus 9y equal 1. That would be 9y equal 1 minus 10. 9y equal negative 9. So y equals negative 1. So that means x equals to y equals negative 1. So option number 1 is the correct option. So if you have equations like this, you can use substitution method. Got it? All three methods are exactly very easy. It depends on the question with what method you're going to use, right? So if you're not given what method you're you just see the equations and use the one that is easy for the equations. Got it? Okay, negative 3x plus 2y equals 12 and x plus y equals negative 19. For this one, I'm going to use the elimination method, right? But for the elimination method, we need to make the coefficients same, right? Either we can make the coefficient of x same or y same, right? So here you have 2y. I'm going to multiply this equation by 2 to make the coefficients of y same, right? So that is negative 3x plus 2y equals 12. Multiplying equation means need to multiply everything in the equation. So that is 2x plus 2y negative 38. Just subtract the equations, right? Negative 2 minus 2 minus 3 makes minus 5x. And 38 plus 12 is 50. So x equals negative 10, right? Now you have the value of x. Just put the value of x in equation 2. That is negative 10 plus y equals negative 19. So y equals negative 19 plus 10. That means negative 9 it is. Y equals negative 9. So the correct option is negative 10 and negative 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Okay. Now for the next one, you have to tell me which method is easy to use and the solution of the system of the equations. Okay, y equals 9, 10x plus 9y equals negative 9. So which method you are going to use for the equation? The correct option is you can use the substitution method here, right? You can, one of the variable is already isolated, y variable, right? So you can use the value of, you can use substitution method. Okay, which is the correct option? Which is the solution? The correct option is option number 1, that is negative 9, and 9 is the correct option. Option 1 is the correct option. Okay, negative 8x plus 9, 10y equals 14 and x equals 7. So which is the correct option? You can use the substitution method here, and the correct option is that is option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, so you can use substitution method for this one also. So the correct option is, yes, the correct option is negative 2 and negative 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 10 math. The chapter we were working on is system of linear equations, and the lessons we have covered today are solve a system of equations using elimination method word problem, solve a system of equation using augmented matrices word problem, solve a system of equations using augmented matrices, and solve a system of equation using any method, right? So please make sure you have, before the next session, you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? So if you have any question, you can ask, or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10.